back. I always wanted to start my my video off like that. I'm back. Yeah, man, what's good with y'all, man? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling luxurious, as always. You know, everything is blessed. So yeah, man, I just want to let y'all know something. You know what I'm saying? A public service announcement. A public service announcement from me to you. You know, from me to you. You know, this is my gift to you today. And my gift to you today is this little spill right here. But before we go there, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the channel. Please hit the thumbs up. Please comment on the video. Please share the video. And yeah, and please watch the video to the end. So so it took Jesus. It took Jesus. Now, for all you super conscious people out here, Jesus is a reference. Okay, Jesus is a reference to an ascended master. All right, so I'm gonna leave that right there. So it took Jesus 33 years to become a God. 33 years. All right, it took him 33 years to become a God. And for him to become a God, he had to die, right? So symbolically, his old self had to die. But he had to be tortured and betrayed. And he had to go through a excruciating trial and tribulation for him to become a God and a savior of the world. So why am I saying that? What does that mean? Well, essentially, you know, see, part of my beef that I have right now amongst the information that's floating through the conscious community and conscious people is, see, our elders, they taught in a way to lift our self-esteem, because they wasn't you know, exaggerating, but they focused in and honed in on certain aspects. Oh, this bothers me. Certain aspects of history to lift us up, because it needed to happen. You know, we was at a lowly state. So they brought out all of these glorious things in history, you know, to lift us up as a people, to help our confidence, and to, I guess, sort of speak, to lift our heads up, you know, and not, you know, walk around as less beings. But essentially, you know, what's starting to happen is, what I see is that sometimes the ego gets inflated, you know, and sometimes people get a false sense of self without necessarily put the work in. It's just kind of like, you know, everybody is this, or like, to give an example, you know, it was a common theme not too long ago where people was, the black woman is God, the black woman is God, the black woman is God. That's awesome. That's great. But the fact of the matter is, every black woman is not God. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, certain titles and certain, you know, notoriety has to be earned. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to walk it like you talk it. You know what I mean? So everybody's not righteous. Everybody's not a God. You know what I mean? And certain titles and certain things, you know, have to be earned. You know what I mean? So now, you know, I just be kind of like, you know, having conversations with people on social media and things of that nature. And, you know, I kind of like try to remind them that, you know, we are the creators of civilization. And we were geniuses. You know what I mean? And we did do all these luxurious things. But what kind of people get misconstrued is that don't mean that the people that came after us, that don't mean that they don't have geniuses. That don't mean that they don't have sacred information and knowledge that you can use. You know what I mean? It's kind of like people, you know, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Right? It's kind of like people throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know? And so, you know, it's like a certain mind frame. You know, if you have a certain mind frame where you can't, if you can't get knowledge from anywhere or from anybody, you know what I mean? Like, then, you know, you're probably not at an elite status mentally. You know what I mean? You're not at elite status mentally. And yeah, I like to use the Christ story, because like I said, it's a reference point for an ascended master. You know, that's what Jesus was. He was an ascended master. Yes, it's just a story, but pay attention to the story. You know, he was betrayed. If I said that word right, sometimes I get a little tongue twisted. But he was betrayed. He was, you know, everybody turned against him. You know what I mean? And he had to die for what he believed in. And he lived 33 years. He had to live 33 years and die before he became a god. So what do that mean? You know, when we walk around here calling ourselves gods and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, what did you, like now I say, like, did you carry the cross? You feel what I'm saying? Like, did you carry the cross? Jesus had to suffer. Why? I'm still perfect in all of my endeavors. Midwest nigga grinding any weather. Heart made of gold. Mind made of gold, heart lighter than a feather. Mind made of gold, heart lighter than a feather. Is you listening? Science I drop is crazy. Got knowledge, make Aristotle sound like a baby. Is you crazy? I send that hater straight to Hades. They get crazy, we get crazy, and burn them with 3380s. A trap boy is an upside down pentagram and a trapezoid. I don't do it for the gram. Yeah, I used to move the grams. I used to smoke and drink with my grams. My nigga Kenny put the heater in my hand. I'm sorry, you know, I do that from time to time. But yeah, man, but that's all I wanted to say today. You know, that's the only message that I had to get out, you know. And, you know, I thank you for listening. I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for the love, and I thank you for the support. And yes, Jesus had to die. Excruciating, torturing death to become a god. So what does that mean? Don't become a god? Don't become your higher self? No, it's not going to be easy. In the occult, they call it the razor's edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, people go crazy trying to walk this path. Am I walking the path? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I got to tell you the truth. So, you know, we have to tell the truth. You know, like, we have to tell the truth. Everything is not glorious. Everything just can't be glorified. Sometimes you have to tell the truth before you can get better. Like, what am I saying? Like, I'm going to say this. Some of y'all got some badass kids. I'm sorry. Like, a lot of y'all are not good parents. How do I know this? Because my kids tell me the shit that your kids be doing. And we all know it starts in the home. And some of y'all got some badass kids because you are badass parents. Now, what we gonna do? We gonna sit up here and just act like everybody's righteous and blah, 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 blah. No, some of y'all is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get to a place to where I hate my people, or I don't want to get to a place like my people can't get better or this and that. But some of y'all is fucked up. Straight up. Some of y'all is fucked up. And you got badass kids that's terrorizing other kids. You know what I mean? And it's not far-fetched for me because, you know, I come from that. And so, you know, I have to, you know, raise my kids in a certain way, you know, to learn and know how to, I guess you could say, protect themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually from fucked up ass people. It's fucked up, but it's the world that we live in, you know? You know, it's the world that we live in. I got sons. I got to tell my sons, hey, man, if somebody put their hands on you, you take off on them. And I'm not talking about running. I'm talking about taking off in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, you got to carry yourself a certain way. Don't let nobody be little. It's like, you know, I hate that I have to talk to my kids like they in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how the prison stories is, like, you got to carry yourself a certain way because you're basically amongst a lot of people that kind of, and I'm not trying to diss nobody, but kind of has an animalistic nature. You know what I'm saying? So you got to carry yourself in a certain way because you're not dealing with civilized human beings. I hate that I have to talk to my kids like that, that they have to carry themselves in a certain way because you're dealing with people who can't intellectualize and just have a good heart. Like, they come from something that's ratchet, and so they express that. So, you know, what we gonna do? We gonna sit up here and we gonna act like everybody is just kings and queens and everybody is goddesses and everybody, you know, everybody has potential, but come on, man. Like, you know, some of y'all is fucked up and some of y'all got some badass kids. Like, that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And what we're gonna do about that, I don't know. I guess, I remember, man, I went to a presentation with Winoka Rashidi, and something that he said really fucked me up. And when he said this, I was thinking, like, I don't know if I could ever be that. I don't know if I could ever do that. Like, he said, I love black people more than they hate themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that shit blew my mind. It really did. I said, God damn, how can you love somebody more than they hate themselves? You know what I mean? So, you know, basically what he was saying was that no matter how fucked up my people are, I'm gonna never give up on them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and I keep those words close to my heart. But that's it, y'all. I didn't want to, you know, get off into nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love everybody that support me and everybody that come through. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'm out.